Welcome to our weekly live stream.
I'm Rachel.
And I'm Joe.
And we are
Two
crazy
ketos.
ketos. Boy, we lived up to our name today.
I'm hungry.
We were two crazy ketos out, like, blazing through that backyard.
Yes. Did you put pictures up?
I did not.
So
it was crazy.
Welcome to our live stream. Normally we do these live streams on Thursday, but we're going to be on the 2KK birthday cruise. So we want to make sure we got a live stream in, and we also figured that this would be a good way to answer questions for people who are going on the cruise. So
can't wait.
If you have a question, whether it be about the cruise, keto, carnivore, just type question, then whatever your question is. So it's kind of like a hangout, but also answering specific questions about the cruise, what you need to do, how things are going to work, but then also keto and carnivore questions. And also just hanging out with your community. Now, type question and then whatever your question is, or use the super chat function. When you do that, it does highlight our screen. It lets us know that you have a question so that we don't miss it. Right now, I see Nancy here.
Yay!
I see Bob and Donna.
Hi, guys.
And I see Matt Franklin here.
Hello.
So we did a thing today.
We did do a thing. It was so exciting. So we went to go look at some Kuni piglets, and
they're 4 weeks old.
They're 4 weeks old.
And we bought 4 of them.
We bought all of the piglets that they had.
Yes.
And I'm excited. The farm was in Sebring, which is so weird because Nancy and it was Donna, Joe, and me and Sarah. Like, we recently went to Sebring, and that was the first time I had been to Sebring, like, knowing where I'm going. I'm sure, like, you know, as a kid, your parents bring you places. But I thought, that is wild.
You thought it was in the middle, and it turns out we're about 45 minutes away from there.
And so it's awesome because we were able to go and visit the farm. That's very important to us because this is going to be like our little breeders, right?
Yes.
These are the ladies that are going to become mamas.
So we bought 4 registered purebred Kuni pigs.
Yes.
They're ginger. One of them's got a belt on them.
They're so cute.
And then a belt is like a white stripe around it. Looks just like mama. So we're actually only registering 3 of them. There's 3 gilts, which are the girls. And then there is 1 boy, which we're going to castrate because we're going to raise him for meat.
Right.
Because the girls won't be ready to breed till they're about 15 months, 16 months old.
Safely.
So if we get a boar now, he'll try to breed them in 5 or 6 months.
So we don't want that.
So what we're going to do is we're going to get a boar to breed with them, and we have to get from a different line to keep them purebred. And what we'll do is we'll get a boar in about 9 to 10 months. This way, by the time the girls are ready, he's ready, and it'll be great. And we have one to raise for meat.
I'm excited. So I see we have a random question. What are your favorite colors? That's a good question. It varies. I would say that I love all colors, like colorful things. I'm very eclectic in the things that I enjoy, right? But usually when given things to choose from, I gravitate toward blue.
I'm like blue, green. You know,
I
primary colors, red.
I really like that. Now, when it comes to what you wear, I like navy blue. I always like Joe wearing something that's bright blue, and the boys because their eyes are blue, and so I feel like it makes their eyes pop. But as far as snuggle clothes, I think gray is the most comfortable color to wear. Let us know in the chat though, do you think is the most comfortable color to wear? I see Marie Skidmore is asking, where did I get my shirt? Walmart. This was last year's $6 Merry Christmas shirt. I got a couple more for the cruise. Nice. I'm excited. I like to.
We haven't packed.
We
because we went and we looked at the pigs this morning because they'll be ready to come home at Christmas. So that our Christmas present to each other is we bought 4 pigs.
Piglets.
But we have the area in the back where we want to raise them,
but it's
been overgrown. So we came home and I had to start a fire anyway. So I'm like, well, let me start burning stuff down. And the next thing you know, we spent 4 hours just cutting trees down.
Functional fitness, dude.
And pulling down that old dog kennel. I think we regained about an acre of property.
We did.
And we still haven't packed.
So what was wild was as we're using the tractor to like basically move down. I can't wait for you guys to show. We were thankfully vlogging today, so we can see some of the nonsense we were dealing with. Joe goes to move this giant mound of dirt, and there is a complete like living room set buried underneath.
I had it all leveled out, and she's like, "There's a little green thing there." So I try to pull it out, and the next thing you know, we uncovered
chairs,
a lazy boy.
Yeah,
that's like deteriorated.
Just underneath the surface. We also had an entire like gate that was just buried. So it's just wild. There was a complete chair, like a child, not even a child. It was like
a classroom chair.
Like a classroom chair, full sized, buried 5 feet deep in the yard.
Yeah.
So we are ready for our 7th dumpster. Yep. To haul all that crap away.
Well, we got to pull down the other dog kennel.
The turkeys were like, "What are you doing?"
This is a test. Do you remember that? This is a test of the emergency broadcast system.
If it were, this is only a test. If it were not more than a test, you'd get that sound.
Apple salty is what it is. It better be apple salty.
Did anybody get
I don't know if it's apple salty.
Test flavor yet?
Yeah, that's apple. Best flavor ever.
It's really good.
Beats grape.
So
beats red, white, and blam.
So I'm gonna jump right in. I see Sarah G is here.
Before
Nancy's
you jump
here.
into what you're gonna do, let's talk a little bit about embarkation.
You need to wear red.
I was waiting for some people to get in here. Bob and Donna, I want to know if we can pack our vitamins in pill packs, or do we have to leave them in their own bottle? No, you can pack them in pill packs. You can honestly, the only thing you can't pack in pill packs would be a narcotic.
Yes.
But if you have technically you're supposed to bring prescription bottles, but nobody ever bothers with that. I've always done that. A narcotic, make sure you would have the actual bottle, but vitamins, if you brought antibiotics, any of that stuff, they're not going to say anything. Just put anything. I would put it in your carry-on. It's up to you. I always put that kind of stuff in my carry-on.
So it's like with you.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the larger bags, it takes a while for them to get to your room. Usually the rooms, because I'm just going to pretend like everyone's going on a cruise for the first time. So if you've been on a cruise before, this is going to feel like a lot of repeated information. But just to be safe, number one, make sure that on your way over to the cruise, you start doing that security check-in.
Yes.
That is on the app, the Royal Caribbean
app. You have to have the app.
When you get on the ship, the first thing you want to do is go to your muster station.
You're going to walk right past it anyway.
Yeah. So go to your muster station first. When you're dressing for embarkation day, whether you're on the first leg or the second leg, wear your red shirt. If you're interested in everybody kind of matching. Nancy was so awesome and actually had made some little bare iron-ons transfers that I know she made available for a really long time. So if you have that shirt where you put the iron-on transfer onto a red shirt, wear your little bear shirt onto the cruise.
So a lot of people go straight to the Windjammer. We're going to go to the Windjammer when we get on. We should be on by 11 o'clock. And then in the Starlight, is that the Starlight? What's the room? Is it the Starlight?
Oh, no. So the first day that
what's the room?
It's called the Starlight Room.
The Starlight Room, which is also the chapel on deck 15. We will be there from 1 to 4, or at least one of us will be handing out bags with some stuff in it, some swag stuff. That room only holds 37 people, so you can hang out for a little bit. But if you see a lot of people like coming in and you just want to chat, maybe kind of go to the Windjammer or something like that. Then on all of the sea days, we have the Olive and Twist room, or Olive or Twist room.
Yes.
It is from 9 to 11. It's completely optional, just to go hang out and hang games. They don't have a meeting room, so it is like a bar. They're going to put us in the middle on the dance floor, but they said if there's inclement weather, they may have to move us to the outskirts. I'm grateful for anything they gave us because there is no meeting room on this ship, unfortunately. We didn't know that because we knew there was one on the last Freedom class ship that we had, but this was the first Freedom class ship. And then at 1 o'clock on all sea days, Rachel's going to be in the card room for anybody who, again, just wants to hang out. This is all optional if you just want to hang out, do activities, things like that.
So when there is a port day, we don't have anything planned until dinner time at 5 o'clock. because we figure people are going to be going on excursions. Maybe you're just going to be, hanging out, but we will talk. We don't have a port day until Saturday, it looks like, on leg one. So we have, Thursday and Friday for everybody to talk about like what they're doing. But when there is a sailing day, and Friday's a sailing day and Sunday's a sailing day for if you're on, leg one, it's 7:30 every morning. If you would like to participate, we will be walking around the walking track of deck 12. So if you're
I
an
will
early
be in
bird,
Windjammer.
yeah, Joe will be in the Windjammer getting breakfast. So if you want to go to breakfast, Joe is going to be in the Windjammer. I will be on deck 12 on the walking track. There is an opportunity for you to get a 5K medal if you walk the 5K amount, during, you don't have to do it in one day if you don't want. But as long as you get that many steps in throughout the cruise. Then, like Joe said, from 9 to 11, we will be on deck 14 in the olive and twist room. If you'd like to come and just check in, see what people are doing or up to, play a game. Then on sailing days at 1:00, and I'll have all of this, with us that you'll be able to, take a look at. I'll post it in Mighty Networks too, so you can screenshot it. At 1:00 every sailing day, we are going to be in the deck 5 library/card room in case you want to check in and just see where people are at. Of course, at 5:00 every night we have dinner.
5:30.
I'm sorry, 5:30. Thank you for saying that, so I can change it.
It's on your CPAS card.
Okay. Does it say on the CPAS card what floor they're on?
Yes, we don't know until we get on the ship.
Okay.
We all sit together. Rachel and I are going to move from table to table each night, so we'll just try to find an opening and scoot in, so we're sitting at different tables every single night.
And then usually at around 10:30 or so, once all of the shows are done, we kind of gravitate over to the Sorrento's Pizza place to just, again, be able to be together before bedtime.
And again, this is all optional. This is just about us hanging out. Bob and Donna, is there a formal night? It should be. It's usually the second night.
So I actually posted this. There is not a formal night as far as I could see. Let me see
it's
if
usually second night.
I know.
But it's on the 4-night cruises, they don't always happen
I think
anymore.
that it is a white night is what they're doing. Let me look that up while you're
That's
answering
the parties.
more questions.
You have to look at the dinners.
Yeah, I'm looking, Joe. Go ahead and answer them. And all.
So Rachel will look that up. They've recently changed, and like I don't think they're doing lobster on 4-night cruises anymore, only 5-night or longer. But usually it is the second night.
Okay.
If you go in the app, you can, if you go to like dining and then, or like food or whatever they call it in the app, and then you can go to all the different ones and look at main dining, and you can actually see what the menu is for each night.
Actually, so for the first leg of the cruise, the first night is just resort casual because
it's whatever you're wearing.
It's whatever you're wearing on travel day. They understand that people may not get their bags like right away. Usually what happens is at 1 p.m., your room will be ready for you, and you can go and, you take your carry-on with you into your room. And then hopefully your other bags that you've checked will start.
Luggage generally doesn't start arriving until about 3 p.m.
So understanding that you may not get your bag in time for you to get dressed for dinner, it's just resort casual. It looks like she's got that one, but the one I have, let's see. So night 2 is white night. So usually it's just all white. I will not be participating on white night because I can't be trusted with all that white. Night 3 is a resort casual again because it's a port day. And usually, people are getting back late on the ship. And then it looks like night 4 is Caribbean themed. So pretty much anything that feels cruisy is going to fit for that. I like to fill in with Christmas or holiday celebratory type of outfits. If you're not dressing, white night, or even if it's a resort casual night, a lot of times I will dress Christmas theme. So Teresa says, I see day 2 as dress your best and day 3 as white.
I'm looking.
Usually it's in if you go to the Royal Caribbean app in the daily schedule, like at right around 5:00 is where they'll show what it is. So Joe, actually, if you go to basically
No,
activities,
I
they'll
wasn't
show
I'm
you.
looking only at main dining.
Let's see what people are saying. Oh, Tony says, love your red shirts. I got 2 in my suitcase for the red days. That is awesome. Yes, only a couple of sleeps now, and we're going to be there. Chris Bear is here. I hope you are feeling better, young man. I knew you were feeling sicky lately. Hopefully you're doing better. I'm so excited you're going, Tony.
Okay, so there's no way to show you this, but if you look on the app down on the bottom on the cruise, if you hit this little section more and then you go to dining, so the dining is like on the bottom there, and then you'll see all of the dining options along the top. If you scroll over to main dining and you click on main dining, choose any dining room. It doesn't matter. They all serve the same. And then you can actually, when you pull it up and press view menu, you can see the menu.
What's the options?
There's no way to show this easily because of the camera. And then along the bottom, you can choose days, and you can see what the menu is for each day. You can order as many entrees as you want. Royal Caribbean is one of the cruise lines that is not doing that. Like some of the cruise lines like Norwegian are now charging if you want more than 1 or more than 2. Royal Caribbean, you can order as many entrees as you want. Since a lot of us don't eat the sides, I'll order 2 or 3 entrees.
Right.
And you can tell them, bring them all together, or if you don't tell them that, they're going to bring them out one at a time, and you'll be there forever. So I'll usually tell them, bring them all at one time.
Did I say carry on like carrying like a dead animal? Don't bring your dead animal on the cruise.
So, yeah. So, what else? So, yeah, make sure you do your safety briefing. We'll be up in that room. And then if you have any questions, make sure you print out your luggage tags.
Yes.
Okay. I like to print out my boarding pass or my C-Pass, my just in case you don't have internet at the port, though you should not have any problem with that. Tony said they're booked at the Embassy Suites, getting to Miami at 2:30.
I think quite a few people are booked at Embassy Suites. You can go if you'd like to, be more private about like where you're going to stay. You can always go to the cruise group in Mighty Networks and let people know where you're going to be, because, a lot of times people just happen to get in the same hotel, and you might actually be able to see some people before we even get on board the ship, which is always fun.
And then for those of you who are doing the back-to-back, just an FYI, they're still having some of their Black Friday sales, big sales. So what we did was on the second leg, they have a laundry service. It's like $22 for a bag.
Right.
And then you stuff the bag with whatever clothes you want, and then they'll wash them and bring them back to you. If you get on the ship, that's a $40 service.
Right. But now,
so if you do it now, it's $22. If you do 2 bags, it becomes $40 for the 2 bags. So what we did to not have to bring as much, we bought 2 of those bags, and then we'll just wash a bunch of clothes. Even if I don't use the clothes, then I don't have to wash them when I get home. It's going to be too late to buy anything for the first leg now.
Right.
But for the second leg, you can still buy stuff.
So another thing that's kind of new that we're doing on this cruise that we've never done before is we're playing a little bit of a scavenger hunt style game that is a quest that we are going to be doing 4 days on the first cruise and 4 days of the second leg of the cruise. And basically, it's super easy stuff. I'm going to actually post day 1 in our cruise group, and you'll have the opportunity to like screenshot it, so you can see it. So it looks like this. It kind of reminds me of, you may have one. Good. That would help. It kind of looks like a Trivia Pursuit card, something like that. So as you can see, there are 10 things that you can do every single day with an optional bonus XP for the people who are truly adventurous. And basically you do the bonus XP when you feel comfortable, and that can help replace another activity that you're not as comfortable doing. So let's say that you're not as comfortable giving someone in the solarium a compliment, which I can't imagine you would be, but you could do the bonus XP instead of doing the solarium.
Jesus freaking Moore, thank you very much for the $50 super chat. Said happy birthday, Joe. Traveling mercies for everyone on the 2KK birthday cruises. Also praying for the cruises filled with God's blessings and many blessed memories. Be safe. Cruise on, keto on, and God bless. Thank you so much. I know everyone be safe if you're driving down or flying down. I know that there's storms. Andy and Susan actually messaged me that they're driving because they're like, I am not missing.
She sent a picture to me of like what the parking lot looks like at the hotel. And I was like so thankful that they got a head start on that journey because
well, Terry and my mother are getting 6 to 7 inches.
And so she's like, I didn't want to take any chances. And I'm so glad you didn't. So anyway, really quickly, the quest that we're doing every day, you have, it's really just an opportunity for you to see more of the ship and to have like a game. And for every day that you complete all of the things on the card, you will get a little token that Joe has made that you would be able to put inside of the lanyard that we're giving you. Whoever has, if you complete all of the things, you have an opportunity of getting one extra special token. And whoever has the most tokens at the end becomes deck master. Basically, you're going to have the bragging rights that you're cooler than anybody else on the ship, which I think is
very nice.
That's very valuable.
Kim Halper, thank you for joining the 2KK
Good to see you, young
family.
lady.
Welcome back.
Good to see you.
Let's see. I don't know when we're going to be staying with Anthony tomorrow night. So we're not going to be down near the hotel because this is our opportunity to basically stay in our son's house. And we get to hang out with them for a little bit.
It's really funny. I told my mom.
John said, what 6 to 7 inches of snow when and where? They're in the middle of it right now. She sent us pictures.
South Fallsburg,
and they're in South Fallsburg, the Monticello, Catskill Mountain area of New York.
It's funny because she has her precious chickens and they're amazing. And she's created such a nice, cozy, warm space for them. But they like to come inside too. So she was actually ordering diapers for the chickens so that they could come in the house more.
Be doing that.
But the diapers were supposed to come today and didn't come today. Don't you hate that? Like when she wanted to get it ahead of the storm. So, but I'm thinking it's fine. The chickens will enjoy the diapers for the rest of the winter. Anytime that they can come in and sit next to the coal stove.
That's too much for me.
I think that they will appreciate it.
Teresa said, wish I was going with you guys. We will be cruising on 12-13 through looking forward looking forward to it. Matt said, snow is one of the reasons I will never move back to Indiana. I don't have to shovel anything in Central Florida.
Isn't that good? I don't think you miss that part of New York at all.
No,
do you?
No. Chris has a question. Do you have to call the local fire department before you light a raging bonfire in your backyard? Nope, not where we live.
Asking for a friend?
We can do whatever we want.
I actually sent Chris and Miriam like a video of this like Viking funeral pyre that we set ablaze because we cut down so many trees today. And I just joke with them, I'm just going to put Christmas music over it. And that's going to be like the Yule log. You know how you go to YouTube and you watch the Yule log with like the Christmas music and it's just like a crackling fire? Ours is like this alarming, crazy giant fire that fills up the entire picture.
When I first lit it, there was so much smoke, you couldn't even see the backyard.
Because there's so many, the leaves, whenever it gets the leaves, especially green leaves.
Yeah.
It just...
Sarah said, I don't miss the snow.
Right? Because this is like Wisconsin. This is the second not Wisconsin Christmas. But I don't know if you were like, were you even really fully like, wow, this is where I live yet last Christmas? I feel like this is the Christmas that sticks.
Yeah,
we didn't feel like it was home yet.
No.
It feels like home now, but it didn't feel like home last year. It felt like we were RVing somewhere, vacationing.
It's our driveway.
Hey, there's Mom. She actually dropped off her luggage early before the live stream.
Yes.
And had to see me looking like soot. I look like Cinderella. I had so much like just dirt on me. She's like, oh my Lord, you need a shower because it was bad. But yeah, we were already playing Jenga in the car with the luggage.
No problem. I'm proud of Mommy. I'm used to her having like 5 bags.
How well did she pack?
She packed very well. I'm very proud of her.
Very proud.
I have no problem getting down there in the car.
Yes.
Because I didn't want to bring my truck because Anthony's got to watch my truck.
Nancy doesn't miss the cold and the snow either. And I think that when you visit back home, Nancy, it's like you get just enough. I was talking to Laura today because she had come to get some eggs and she was going home for Christmas, But her husband is staying here at their like vacation home in Florida. It was like, tell the kids I said hi, because like it's freezing.
You do need to make sure you tell the lady who's watching our chickens that we have the white chicken that likes to sit on eggs to just reach underneath her, because she's never going to get off of them.
She's never going to get off those eggs. You have to rob her every day.
Yeah.
I don't know what her problem is. She is also hopping in the box with other ladies' eggs and being like, no, this is definitely mine. And I'm like, you don't lay brown eggs. You lay white eggs. This is not your egg.
Yeah.
So why are you giving me guff when it's not your egg anyway? She gets very when you try to take her egg.
So again, if you have any questions about keto or carnivore or the cruise, let us know. I did want to say we relaunched our podcast last night.
Yes.
So our podcast is on all of the podcast platforms.
Apple.
We are uploading it to the YouTube podcast, but it will show up as a video in your thing. So for those of you who are watching, I appreciate it. We've decided we're really not going to do the video deal in video, because when we do a podcast with just the two of us, we're going to just sit and talk because we're going to banter. And so
it's not very entertaining to watch.
It's not very entertaining to watch. So those will just go up with a static screen and you can listen to it, but it will show up in your YouTube feed. If we interview somebody for our podcast, then you'll get the video version of it, but it'll also go up as podcast. But what we're also going to do is a lot of our discussions will go up with as podcasts. They will only go on the podcast thing. If it's what we're going to do is we're going to have some videos where we're going to put out a video. It's going to be 15, 20 minutes long. And then we're going to talk more. And that lengthier discussion will go only on podcast things. Yeah. But to let you guys know, we have a podcast, a lengthier podcast from our carnivore discussion the other day. It's not much lengthier, just a little bit. That will be going up. It'll show up in YouTube. But for those of you who watch the video, watch it, don't watch it. We'd appreciate you watching because we get views. But completely up to you. But we're super excited to be bringing back the podcast. The only thing I'm going to tell you is editing podcasts is a pain. And so we're going to kind of do podcasts shoot from the hip. Like they are not going to be edited.
Hi, Emma.
And so by not editing them, that's why we're willing to bring them back, because I don't have to sit there and edit them. So if I say something stupid like I like to do, I apologize now.
I see John is saying we have to weigh our luggage for the MSC cruise. We'll have to weigh our luggage for the low carb cruise because we have to go to Texas.
Yes.
And anytime we have to go to Texas, we have to weigh the luggage. So if you're going, where you have to take a flight, then you have to weigh the luggage. So yeah, I always have to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, we're going to try MSC. I don't know if we'll ever do it again, but we figured try it. You just couldn't turn down the price on the MSC cruise. $1,600 for an ocean view balcony compared to, the low carb cruise is over $3,000.
Matt has a great question. What's your favorite ship that you've cruised on?
Star of the Seas.
Star was amazing.
Okay, so honestly, my favorite ship is the one I'm on. Period.
Right.
I really do like the Freedom class, which is a smaller ship. It's like a medium-sized ship. They're not small. They're like a medium size. What's nice about the Oasis and the Icon classes is the water shows. There's a lot more entertainment on them.
Because they have more room.
But so here's the funny thing. Kathy from Low Carb Cruise sent us a message today. So when we were on Star of the Seas in the end of September, beginning of October,
I posted a picture of myself.
I posted a picture of Rachel who ate 8 lobsters.
I have no regrets.
They on Star of the Seas. There's lobster in the Windjammer 3 nights. It's on embarkation day, which is not night. But when you get on, there's lobster 4 different ways.
But they're charging. That's a lot more expensive cruise. So there should be some lobster.
It depends. It's new. It's expensive because it's new. Icon of the Seas has come way down, and you can get the same thing there. Then they do it on main dining room night of lobsters. So the second night there's lobster in the Windjammer, and then on the second to last night there's lobster in the Windjammer. So on that night, Rachel ate 8 lobsters, and I put a picture up of her. Somebody reposted the picture in the Star of the Seas Facebook group as themselves.
As them.
They're like, I had so much lobster. So Kathy messaged, look, you're famous because now they're pretending to be you.
So then Joe messaged and was like, that's not you. That's my wife. And they're like, no, it isn't. It's me. That's me. And Joe was like, I think I know who my wife looks like. And also, you can look back to the date of this cruise in October, and it will be the same picture, only it will be a different name. And it's like, no, that's me. It was like,
so if I had to rank my favorite 3 ships, Star of the Seas, Utopia of the Seas, and honestly, the one we're going on, Freedom of the Seas. We've been on Freedom of the Seas. I absolutely loved Freedom of the Seas. I love all of the Freedom class ships, which again, is a medium-sized ship. I've loved them all. I like Freedom the best.
Yeah.
That was the other thing is for those of you going on the cruise, as soon as you get on the cruise, try to book your entertainment. Like get a reservation for the main show.
Although I had put onto my calendar, like the ice show, for instance, is like the first night. And so I was like, oh, okay, yeah, reminds me. And it didn't say that it needed a reservation.
Marlissa, where is the laundry deal for the second leg? So log into Royal Caribbean. Let me see if I can pull it up. You talk while I pull it up.
I was going to say.
No, you talk while I pull it up.
I see. Oh, John says, an MSC is only 2 bags and passengers. John is determined to be angry at MSC.
But he's going on MSC.
He got mad first with the whole drink thing, and now weighing the bags, and you can only have 2 bags per passenger. John, I'm sorry, but we are determined for you to have a good time despite all of these like bumps in the road. And who knows? I mean, we've never been on MSC before.
We're going on it.
It may turn out to be your like absolutely favorite cruise line, but we'll never know until we've tried Royal Caribbean and now we're trying MSC. And if it turns out that it doesn't work for the group, then we'll go back to Royal Caribbean. The good part is, the good news is the good deal. The fact that it is reasonable in price, we're going to make the best of it.
Okay.
So now Joe and I are going to try to go ahead of time.
We are going ahead of time.
We booked another cruise so that we can go and just kind of see the landscape, and hopefully
we're going on the same ship and we're going to the private island.
In case there's any other bumps to be aware of.
Okay. Let's go over to here. Let me see. Program. Okay. So I'm logged into my account. So here's how, if you want to look at anything. So you log in and you're going to go up here to go manage my cruise. And then you go to my account. So you see how crazy we are, because we have 5 upcoming cruises with Royal Caribbean this year. So Freedom of the Seas for the 4-night. Then we're going to go to this one. Freedom of the Seas, December 8th through the 13th.
There's only 6 days till that cruise.
So we're going to go to plan my cruise. And then let's see if it's still on sale. Up here on top, go to room delivery. And on room delivery, let's see, it's actually dropped even more. So I have to go return it and rebuy it. So you go to wash and fold up to 3 bags. So we're going to go to, let's see, you got to go purchase now. So they've dropped the price from the other day. And then 2 bags is $35. I paid $42.
Right.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go add to cart.
Great choice.
Okay. And then I'm going to go up here to my name. This is how you do it. You go to order history. And then you go to right here to find the one that you did. Wash and fold. See, I paid $41. And now I hit cancel. And now I'm going to cancel that. So that'll get refunded back to me. And then I can go up here and I can proceed to checkout. And see, we have a balance, which I don't need to use. And then I'll do this later.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's not put that on the internet, Joe.
So, and let's see if beverage packages, have they gotten cheaper? So this is 35% off on the refreshment package that I get. So I go up here to my thing. I go to my order history. You can see all the times I return stuff. And then I go to, there's the internet. And then I can go to the refreshment package and you can see price details. I got 35% off.
So we're satisfied.
So we're good with that. And that's how you do it. So yeah. So $35 to wash 2 bags of clothes. They're going to wash it, fold it, bring it back to your cabin. To me, that's a no-brainer for me.
So John says, I'm going, but I will have fun while complaining about the difference between MSC and Royal Caribbean. Okay, I look forward to hearing that. That's like, isn't that always fun when like you go on a trip with the kids and the kids are complaining the entire time you're going on a trip? Are you going to be that kid, John?
We are a loyal to Royal people. Obviously, we are Emerald members and we'll be Diamond after this cruise. But for me, it's about community. And I had a hard time justifying $3,000 when we can do a 7-night cruise for $1,600. I just had a hard time. I'm fine with it.
Chris said, I was going to order all the things with Joe's credit card number. Boy, that would be a quick trip.
It wouldn't take that long.
It wouldn't take that long. Tony said, we had snow in Cooksville at the beginning of November here in Tennessee. We could get flurries tonight. So, baby, do what you have to do to get to the airport because we want you to arrive safely.
Jesus Freak said, one of the reasons my wife Barbara and I moved to Tennessee, even though we were born in South Florida,
that's amazing. I didn't realize you were born in South Florida. That's so cool. Unfortunately, we didn't get any snow with the last weather system. Joe is here. This is why you book only one item at a time.
I've learned that. I mean, and again, you can always cancel portions of them, but booking one item at a time makes it easier to find things later.
Right.
Because then you're like, which one is it in? So I've started doing that same thing a lot of times. The only time I don't is if I think it's something that I'm not going to cancel, or if I think it's something's going to run out. Like last year, we bought the unlimited dining package, and with the unlimited dining, they'll put it at a certain price, but only for a certain number. And then once they're gone, they're gone. And we almost didn't get it last year.
So Teresa says, I've been on Royal Caribbean, Celebrity, and now trying Holland America. I mean, I think that anytime somebody has like a deal, give them a try. You know, if you find something that's like a really good deal, like it's worth it. I mean, I'm like, Joe, my favorite cruise is the cruise that I am on. My favorite port is the one that we are docked at. Like, I'm pretty easy to please.
It's funny. Like, Rachel's mom's like, what excursions are you doing in January? I'm like, none. She's like, none. And I'm like, we just want to cruise.
Right. So mommy says, don't forget, I know if you remembered already, but tomorrow we have to check the health, like check in under the health. Like you have
under the house.
No.
She said check in under the house.
I know, but see underneath she says health. I think you have to do the health thing in the Royal Caribbean app.
Not tomorrow.
You do that.
You do that Thursday morning.
Okay.
You can start it tomorrow, but it's just best. It's all in the same spot. John said $5 for a second entree. I gotta go, peeps, but I like being spoiled. With the perks, but with MSC, the price is right, even with the fewer perks. That's how I feel. They all get you somewhere.
Yeah.
But you don't have to take advantage of the perks.
Like places like we were talking to somebody that had gone on like Virgin.
Everything is included.
Everything is included.
But I don't drink 10 drinks a day.
But however, it is way more money.
Yeah.
So is it included? Or is it Royal Caribbean with all of the upgrades? And they've made the decision that you're buying all the upgrades. Like it's right. 6 in one, half a dozen the other. So it's like it's either a cheaper cruise and you buy other things a la carte. And then MSC is even cheaper for right. us to go as a group. But you're having even more things a la carte.
But I will tell you, so we bought the non-alcoholic refreshment package for MSC for next year. And I paid for both of us what that would normally be for one on Royal Caribbean.
Right.
Now, we did that because their deal is both of us have to get it.
Right.
And then also you can't bring any soda or water on the ship. You know, Carnival doesn't let you bring cans on.
Really?
Or rather, bottles on.
Huh.
Royal Caribbean allows you to bring bottles. You can bring in water bottles. Carnival, if you want to bring your own water, it's got to be in a can. So you got to go find canned water.
Canned water.
Yes.
That's hard.
So, I mean, they
just don't want glass?
They all have their different... No, you can't bring plastic bottles. So, like, you know, like a 16-ounce bottle of soda, you can't bring that on Carnival, but you can bring it on Royal Caribbean. They all have their little
ticky-tack things.
Yeah.
I have, like, a really nice scratch.
John said the day before you sail is health check. Yeah, you can do it tomorrow, but you don't have to do it tomorrow. I just do it all on early on the morning as soon as we get up on the one day, so I don't keep going into the app.
Make sure everybody is getting their salty in. You're hydrating during travel. It makes a difference. It
Yes.
really, really does. You are driving in the car. You are flying. We're driving. I am going to make sure that I hydrate, like I get my electrolytes in, because you are going to feel so much better once you get on that ship. But it's a lot to ask of our bodies to travel, and you're sitting in the same position. We talked about that last week when it came to our Wednesday morning live stream. We will have our Wednesday morning live stream tomorrow at 10 a.m. if you'd like to join me. Excited for that. But yeah, it makes a difference. And try to walk around if you can. If you're driving, stop at a rest stop, get a little walk in, get that circulation flowing. If you're flying, stand up every hour, go up and down the aisle.
John said, I don't like that either. I had a 6-pack of energy drinks on the Royal Caribbean 2KK cruise.
Everything was better the last time, and this one sucks.
Hey, make a case. I'm a loyal to Royal kind of person. This is the first time Rachel's going anywhere other than Royal Caribbean.
But we did get some requests that, like, please pick another one other than Raw. I'd like to try something new.
And they wanted a larger ship, and the only other larger ship we could have done was Harmony of the Seas, and it was $3,000.
Right.
So
we're allowed to bring a 12-pack of soda on Royal Caribbean.
Yes. Okay, so here is the official rule, and then I'm going to tell you extra information, and you do with that information with what you will.
Okay.
The technical rule for Royal Caribbean is 12 up to 16.9 ounce containers
of soda.
So you can bring water, you can bring soda, you can bring energy drinks. I will normally bring cans of Celsius with me. So it is supposed to be 12 per cabin. Here's what I will tell you though. They don't know. You have to carry it on. You cannot put it in your checked luggage.
Right.
It's got to be in your carry-on, either in your luggage or carry it through as a 12-pack. When you go through security,
they don't know who's
They have no idea what room you are in. So what I'm telling you is, if you're in the same cabin as somebody else and you each have a 12-pack, nobody knows that you're in the same cabin.
Right.
Even though the technical rule is 12 cans per cabin.
So this is really beneficial if you are sharing a room with somebody that's like not your spouse.
Yes.
And you're like sharing a room and you're like, man, we're roommates, but I want some sodas and this person wants some drinks too.
You can also bring stuff back on when you go to a port. So, for example, if you go to Nassau, you can literally go to a local grocery store, get another 12-pack and bring it on. Are you going to pay a lot more money than you would pay in the United States? I don't know. Maybe. But it would be cheaper than buying it on the ship anyway, where it's $3 a can if you want to buy a can of soda on the ship. If you are into drinking, each person can bring 1 bottle of wine or champagne. You cannot bring any hard liquor, Trulies, or anything like that. The only alcohol you are allowed to bring on is
bottle of wine.
A bottle of wine or a bottle of champagne. If you are into drinking, do with this information what you will. If you go to the art auction, you can get sloshed.
Yeah, free alcohol.
For free. Yeah. Because they are going to load you up with as many glasses of champagne as you could possibly drink, with the hopes that you will buy a $20,000 piece of art or a $60 framed wolf picture like we did.
Come visit our house where you will see a
It will
picture
go in the bathroom.
that is going in the bathroom. It's got 2 wolves in it, or maybe it was 1 wolf, but I saw 2 wolves when we purchased it. Was like,
you weren't even drunk.
We
were drunk. It was just funny. You just had a glass of champagne.
But
we liked it.
It doesn't take much after you go keto. Like,
yes.
It's 0 to drunk in 10 seconds. I am telling you. Like, if this is your first year keto and you're like, man, I haven't had a drink, but like this cruise is it. Like, brace yourself, Effie. Like, you get drunk fast.
Dustin said y'all are going live all kinds of times. Yeah, it's just because we're going to be on the ship on Thursday, and
Didn't want to take a chance.
If we're able to do another live while we're on the ship, we absolutely are going to, but it'll be a weird time. But we have to check the internet when we get on first.
Jenny said, wish I was going, but I'm saving money for the 2026 low carb cruise. Well, I'm so excited. We'll see you there. Safe travels and have a wonderful time for all who are going this time. Looking forward to seeing everyone in Galveston. We can't wait to see you.
John said the actual rule is 6 cans per person. Well, according to the stuff from that we have as travel agents, it says inform everybody 12 cans per stateroom.
Right.
It's not cans. It's 12 whatever.
Yeah,
Jenny's Journey.
We read that one.
Oh, you read that one? Destin said, don't they have fountain soda? Yes, they have fountain sodas. Some people like it. Some people don't. I use the fountain sodas. But I also like having a can in my cabin. I like getting bottles of water. So I like having different things.
Unlimited food, but no soda included is crazy. It is, right?
Yeah, so none of the ships give you free soda unless you go on an all-inclusive
They
one.
have water.
Water, tea, juice.
And coffee.
You can bring salty.
Yeah.
You don't need bottled water on a ship because their water is all highly filtered. And honestly, so is every bottle of water.
Tastes really good. Yeah.
John said none at the bar. $4 cans. If you have the drink package, they have a card-activated fountain.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now you can, if you have the soda package, for those of you who are getting just the $10 soda package, you can get fountain soda at a bar. At a bar, you can go up to any bar and show them that, and they're just going to give you a fountain. They will not give you a can, but they will give you a fountain soda in a glass.
Yeah.
Anything else? I think that's it.
Does anybody have any other questions? I was trying to think.
What are we eating for dinner?
I have no idea. It looks like you're eating a bag of carnivore crisps.
Well,
brisket.
I grabbed this bag before you did.
We had eggs, but this morning, we have just been working our butt cheeks off. So I'm just going, and now I'm totally running on excitement of seeing people, and I'm not even hungry. But
what are you more excited about? Seeing people or your 4 pigs that you're getting?
People. I want to see people. I've been waiting.
Rachel is going to be pitching a tent in the pig pen.
Well, I'm sure I will do that when we get back. But right now, I'm just so focused on us just having a big time. And make sure, that's another thing. When we get on the ship, everybody, there's a text messaging thing. So if you go to the Royal Caribbean app, which is loading right now, because we're not on the ship, I can't go into it. But up here in the right-hand corner, you will see something that's got the ... and it looks like a text messaging thing. That's exactly what it is. So when you get on the ship, you're going to find Terry D'Angelo, because what she's going to do is help put together a group chat. So in case you're wanting to ask a question of the group and you're not with everybody, you would be able to ask a question there. But we have to have somebody that's kind of in charge of the group chat. And Terry was so graciously I can do that. Because when you want to talk to somebody, and you can friend request somebody individually, it doesn't have to just be a part of the group. But let's say I want to friend request Joe. It's going to be in the app. You won't be able to find Joe Stauffer. You're only going to be able to find Joseph Stauffer.
It's got to be their actual name on the ship.
And so it has to be their name. So, Chris Miller, I won't even say her name out loud.
Joe said, does Freedom have freestyle machines? Yes.
Yes.
Independence, the last time we were on, did not, because they hadn't refurbished it, but I believe they've refurbished it. But Freedom of the Seas does have freestyle machines.
So Shimmer but Diane is saying they don't, but they have coffee and unsweetened tea. But I think they do have freestyle machines.
No, that's in regards to the soda thing. John said, does MSC have onboard messaging?
I don't know.
I haven't thought that far ahead yet.
We'll have to check.
We'll find something out. So I did want to say, for those of you who are going on the cruise, I sent out an email last night to everybody. Nothing bounced, so I'm assuming everybody got it. In that email is my phone number and Rachel's phone number. We have internet on the ship. So feel free to, I'm going to tell you to text us, don't call us, because we don't answer phone calls from people we don't know. And I'm not going to change that just because on the ship, because I get 200 spam calls a day. So text us if you have a problem or anything like that. And like Barbara had asked, my family wants a way to get a hold of me if there's an emergency. You can call the cruise line and they can get a hold of the ship. But if you are in that situation where you want to give a number and you're not getting internet, which means you don't have a phone, I'm happy for you guys to share our number. And just again, my suggestion would be text. And this way we'll see the text and we can call back. But if we don't know the number, if it just shows up as unknown, I'm not going to answer it.
And we get things like, you know how...
And I don't want to miss it. I won't miss a text message.
You know how the spams do, where it's like, sometimes it doesn't just say spam. It's like Abigail is calling. Well, I don't know who Abigail is. And there could be an Abigail on the ship and I'm still not going to answer it. So yeah, text with as much information as possible. Even
we can always call back. Just say, this is so-and-so from the cruise, and then we can call you back.
So the same thing, like if you give our information to your family and they message us, just make sure that they tell us like, hi, this is so-and-so. I'm asking about Barb. I want to know how she's doing. I'm just checking on my mom. If they message us and are like, hey, how's mom doing? Like, I won't know who that is. So just give us as much information as you can.
Okay. I think we're going to get off because we're going to go eat and we probably should consider packing at some point.
Probably.
We're leaving.
I'm packing all of this. The swag is packed. That kind of stuff. The important things. If we go naked on the cruise, but we still have the lanyard, we'll be good.
See, Chris Bear said MSC for me app, MSC for me chat, message friends and family on board directly through the app without needing an internet package available to guests from 16 years old.
Perfect. Thanks, Chris. So Chris that answers.
Awesome. Now we just
John's
need to get
question.
Chris and Miriam. Everybody needs to text Chris and Miriam and say you have to go on the 2KK cruise next year.
Do not do that.
Yes, everybody do that. Miriam really wants to hear that. Make sure everybody tells Miriam that.
And she wants a grape salty. Both of those things together. Nagging about the cruise and a grape salty. Yes. She does not want that.
Absolutely. Okay, we're going to get off, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget, for those of you in the paid part of Mighty Networks, Rachel will be live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Again, we will try to do some type of a live stream from the ship while we're gone, since we will be gone for 9 days.
Yeah, I'm excited. We're going to have a big time, y'all.
Yes. Have a good night, guys.
We love you.
Bye.